So today I'm going to be sharing y'all the benefits of strength training over cardio. So how many of y'all want to be strong?
Me.
Okay, not only in the mind, but I'm talking about for us being physically strong. I'm talking about doing activities such as just waking up and maybe just standing up and going to the bathroom, combing your hair, brushing your teeth, doing all these daily home activities. The reason why I chose strength training over cardio is because I want to be physically strong. I want to be able to move functionally. And one of the most important things about strength training is you build muscle mass. And so, and one of the ways we do that is, we take a weight like this. This right here is a shake weight. And what we're going to do, I'm going to demonstrate how to build muscle mass. So you just take the weight and you just shake it. Just like that, as hard as you can. So this right here, you're actually building your chest and your triceps. So the more you do it, you are doing cardio as well as strength training. All right, so another factor of why I chose strength training is that it boosts your metabolism. So anytime you're doing strenuous work and you're working hard, your body is going to get hungry. So what you got to do is you got to be able to feed the body. And so when you put food in your body, that's the fuel that gives you the energy to be able to increase muscle mass. Another factor is about strength training is that it improves bone strength. Now, the reason why most people might be a little weak in their knees or they might feel weak in their bone is because they're not exercising. They're not strengthening their body. So once you strengthen your body, then thus your bones will be strengthened as well. Another factor is that it increases overall strength. I've been working out for the past 15 years, and I always said, everybody want to be the strongest person in the world. Everybody want to be strong. They want to be able to do this and do that. But, one of the things is you got to be consistent with what you're doing. So when you are consistent in the gym and weightlifting, you will be strong in the gym. And another factor is, you have better body composition. So have you noticed why, some people might be, hunched over, or they might be bending a little bit in their spine. They could have scoliosis. And the reason why is that you could have weak muscles that are in your back, or, you might have weak hip flexors, and that's what causes bad body composition. So what we want to do is we want to be able to strengthen those muscles so that way you can be able to walk uprightly, because some people walk with a posture like this. So once I strengthen my bike, everything will be upright and your chest will be up. All right. So another key points is about strength training over cardio is that, you burn calories longer. So, anytime you're doing strenuous activity, you are constantly burning calories. See, you have to look at your body like an engine, right? So, if you don't put the right stuff there, the right calories, enough calories in your body, you're not going to have enough energy, to be able to do strenuous work. So, and you're constantly burning calories, so you got to continue to put food in you to be able to, keep going. And, strength training also prevents muscle loss. The reason why we lose muscles is because we're not working them. You have to be able to work the body. You got to move the body. You got to do all these activities. You got to constantly, because your body is designed to move. It's designed to work hard. And another factor is, we already talked about improved body posture. It reduced the injury risk. The reason why we get hurt a lot, is because we're not strong in these areas. I can give you an example in your knees. A lot of times, my knees may hurt. I know sometimes y'all knees might hurt. So what you got to do is you got to do exercise to be able to strengthen the knees, because these right here actually help hold up the body. So if your knees are weak, if you're not strengthening your knees, then you're going to have weak knees, and you might have a risk of injuring yourself. So we need to focus on strengthening our body. Working out and strength training also improves balance and coordination. Okay. So a lot of people are off balance because they don't work the body. In order for, your body to be in complete balance, you got to be able to work everything. You got to work your muscles. You got to work your joints. You got to work your arms, your legs. You got to work your core, because everything is, even though we got many members, but all these functions are operating together. So when you got one leg is weak, the other leg going to be weak. So when you're working out, strength training, it makes daily tasks easier. So you know how most people, sometimes they can be sitting down and they get up and they be out of breath. It's because they're not working on their cardiovascular. They're not doing anything. So like I told you before, your body has to constantly keep moving in order to make daily tasks easier. And you know, strength training also support joint health. You know, the reason why our joints hurt is because we're either not lifting weights, or we're not working out, we're not moving, and we're also not strengthening our joints. And so that's what causes us to have bad joint health. It also improves long-term weight management. And it also increased functional fitness. And according to a Cleveland Clinic Health Essentials, they say cardio gets your heart thumping, while strength training gives you the burst of energy to activate your muscles. And then also according to Define Fitness, combining strength training with both cardio training will enhance both heart and muscular strength. And so you got to know that in every day of your life, it's really important for us to, just find some daily activity and just do it. Whether you're working out, whether you want to just go in the yard and do yard work, or whatever you want to do, whether you just want to go and walk down the road, it's really important for our bodies to constantly keep moving, so that way over time we won't break down or increase our chance of getting injured. Because you got to understand, your body is just like an engine. You have to treat your body like an engine. It's designed to move. If you don't move, you are going to tend to break down. So, and that's why I chose strength training over cardio. I hope that
She was clapping too. You ain't show me.